met at a coffee shop.
Down
right?
in the village.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were, I was writing tonal poetry, which is where you just sort of, you try to express what your, the point you're trying to make, but just with God, I mean,
It's beautiful. It's
should I do?
work.
That? I mean, my most
I feel you must.
famous work, of course, was that "Do We Still Need the Military?" And it. I'll just do the first stanza. It was. Oh, 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 and of course.
I'm so sorry. It gets me every
Oh,
time.
stop. I noticed that he had a ukulele with him.
It was my first instrument that my mother bought me when we lived in the village. In the township, as we like to call it.
Not the West Village.
Not the West Village. No, this village was actually in India, where I was raised between the ages of 3 and 3.5. Amazing. And then I wrote my first song when I was it was about 4. It was about apples.
Do you remember any of it?
I believe it was. I'll paraphrase here or there. I've just written so many songs over the last 40 years. I would say it went something like this. Apples to apples, dust to dust. Here comes the eve of rhythm and rust. Take a sweet bite, let the juice come. Apples to apples, everyone.
He was 4.
4.
He was 4 years old when he wrote that. I've never heard of Be Social, but the way it was described to us sounded interesting, so we thought we'd give it a shot.
Yeah. I've only read a few reviews in the Atlantic. It's 7:45 Mountain Time, 9:45 back east. The country holds its breath and waits for this Wednesday's release of It's 8:55 Central Time, 6:55 out west. Hunter and Dave, they take the wheel to steer Wednesday's best of
For Jan and Leslie.
I'm still processing it all. My goodness. I will say I thought that Leslie was like 3 feet tall, and then when they started singing, was drastically surprised.
I was hit by just the clear amount of math I had to do to make sure that
Yes.
they were right about the time zones.
They
Because
did seem to be a
An
little
odd amount of
preoccupied
math.
with the
caught
time.
up in that. So I spent most of that song wondering how
Pretty
right.
sure their math was rock solid.
One of our actors could do the complete works of, forgive me, I don't know which one was the poet. Who was the poet?
Oh, that was Jan, the tonal poem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's our next B Street show.